teach these guys how it's done.
That's right.
You know, if you want to be an elite table tennis player, there's no better person to learn from than Segun Toriola and Funke Oshonaike.
So after they play and then they start aspiring, Segun Toriola just pops up and says, hey, future champion, and then Funke Oshonaike comes, does the same for the ladies. Good one. You know what this sort of competition does for us? Now we're talking about, what's her name again? Sukurat Ayela Begon. She is a fantastic table tennis player. Orok Etim has also come out of this one. Abayomi Animasha won in the day one competition with Ayela Begon. So they've given us reasons to talk again. There's also Augustine Emmanuel. So put this fantastic. So put these into the mix of the names you already know, like Amadi Ome, Aziz Sholanke. So it's a very good one. And if Augustine Emmanuel can maybe upset Abayomi Animashaun, it makes Abayomi Animashaun realize that I've not arrived yet. I still have a lot of table tennis to play. I need to be humble. I need to work harder. And at that level, when they are competitive and they have a lot of years ahead of them, they can actually dream, and dreams come true.
Surely.
And usually when you have more competition to actually play, that also helps a lot.
There's not two ways about it. You've got to play. And hopefully the entity of Nigeria Table Tennis Federation can keep this up. They've been doing really well in the last couple of years. Thumbs up to them.
Thumbs up to them. So well done to the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation. We'll continue to monitor the progress of the Super League, and of course we are waiting the Nigerian Open. That one, Aaron Quadri and Omar Sa, the rivalry will be renewed once again. Let's leave table tennis now. We keep telling it's an action-packed sort of off to boxing now. Tayo Cecilia, last week we were talking about Tyson Fury. We said we like what he has brought to the heavyweight category, and then he's telling us after this fight, this rematch, he's going to retire. I'm not agreeing to that.
He said he's 100% sure that he's definitely going to retire. You know, I was telling you, you told me about something that you don't, whenever Tyson Fury is talking,
take it with a pinch of salt.
That's it. So you don't have to listen to someone and saying that I never liked boxing, I didn't want to do it, but I'm doing it because of money. Now I make the money, I'll move to the US, continue with that. And right now you're saying,
he's going to
hey,
retire.
come on. I set up today for what promises to be a very hard 8 weeks training camp. This will be my best fight. Then I will retire 100%. He's very sure about that. But you know, Gypsy King, well, whatever he takes, do not believe him. What if he loses the game and he gets to lose? So what's going to happen?
Yeah, Cecilia, I think it's just part of his makeup. You know, obviously he talks a lot, and you know, it's one of those things. Because I don't see any, you know, rationale behind his wanting to retire. If he wins the rematch against Vladimir Klitschko, then he goes on. He has opportunity to actually unify the division, which no one has done since Lennox Lewis, you know, years ago. So I don't get any reason why he wants to retire.
And sometimes
he has opportunity to take on the likes of Deontay Wilder,
you know,
even Anthony Joshua, super fighter. And since he likes and he loves money so much, why would you want to just, you know, let all that go?
You know, he has a reason for that. You know, he actually posted a photo of one of his children saying that's the reason he wants to retire early, talking about the kids, to actually spend more time with them. So he wants to spend more time with his children. That's why he feels he's retiring. But if you check boxing, really don't take so much away from you. Because sometimes when you are the champion, you decide what to do. I mean, the other time he refused to actually challenge the other belt, and he refused to fight, and at the end of it was taken from him. So sometimes you actually have the time, if he's talking about spending time with his kids and all that, and also relocating and everything. But as you said, don't take him serious.
Austin, this is all part of promotion for Tyson Fury. He's made this announcement now, and believe me, there are fans that we want to see Tyson Fury fight for the last time in Manchester. But it's all...
A lot of guys are involved in putting together the sort of money that these boxers get. And the guy will look at it and say, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao has made so much money from the welterweight division. And this is the heavyweight division that used to be, you know, the papas of all the boxers all over the world. And so I would tell them I'll retire. So they start getting to work, start talking to Deontay Wilder's team, and then they call me out of retirement, and then the money is bigger. So Tyson Fury, we understand how this is.
We know. I mean, Floyd Mayweather. Besides, retirement boxers should never be in the same sentence, because we're talking athletes. You know, they're the ones where you shouldn't really take serious when they talk about retirement. We've seen them from back in the day.
David
They always come out of retirement.
How many times has David Hay retired? Like 3 times?
Yeah, they always come out of retirement if the money's right. I mean, Floyd Mayweather swore that he would never fight again. It's starting to reconsider now because it says there's a 9-figure offer on the table for his fight.
See what I'm saying? and boxing pundits as you and I and a lot of followers want to see a rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao says he's not fighting again. Mayweather says he's not fighting again. Do you know what it means to bring them out of that retirement? Money.
That's how it works.
That's how we understand, guys. At the time I gave up, Bernard Hopkins.
I mean,
don't even talk about it. This is over. That's it right there with boxing. Tyler says we shouldn't put boxing and retirement on the same sentence. I totally agree. Let's bring you into the fun already. We're already having fun right here at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Let's talk sports on the show. What are you talking about? The Nigeria Professional Football League Channels National Kids Cup. It's just 20 more days to kick off. Kids, school sports masters, we are ready. We're expecting kids to arrive on the 20th and then 22nd. It will be showtime, season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. Let's make you be part of the conversation this morning. You can talk to us on Twitter, we're Channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're Channels-sports. You can also send us an email. It's sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. Use the hashtag Channels National Kids Cup. We'll keep talking about that one till we raise some more future champions. We've already seen some from the Lagos preliminaries. Other states are discovering, but you know what? They will all converge in Lagos on May the 20th and then 22nd. It will be time for kickoff season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. You can also join the conversation with Match Day 14 and the Nigeria Professional Football League, hashtag NPFL. I told you the story, 23 goals scored, 1 away victory, 1 no-show. What's going on with Giwa FC? Nobody is talking, but we need to understand because this season the league is showing some promise. We don't like all of this drama that is already coming out of it. Let's also talk about boxing. Talk about boxing, yes. You just listen to our conversation. Tyson Fury says, look, after the rematch with Vladimir Klitschko, it's all over. Do you agree? That one should also get you talking. Table tennis in Nigeria has been doing so well. I want to say well done to the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation and of course the players, umpires, everyone involved in ensuring that every day there's something new to talk about table tennis. Well done. Let's join the conversation. Let's give them some encouragement. Talk about table tennis in Nigeria. And also on the show this morning, we'll take a look at, of course, the English Premier League and the German Bundesliga. The wait continues for Bayern Munich and Leicester City. What a story it has been for Leicester City, and at this point in time, should Tottenham Hotspur beat Chelsea tonight, then anxiety will begin to mount on Leicester City. But that's it. With football, anything can happen. Let's come back to the discussion now. We're also counting down to the 2016 Rio Olympics. Cecilia, Tayo, it's talks now. The Nigeria Olympic Committee, they called for a press conference, try to, keep we said it that they need to do something so people can understand. And that's it right there. The president of the Nigeria Olympic Committee, the Secretary General was there, and a lot of journalists turned up. Cecilia, they're saying that we're doing so well in terms of supporting athletes. The international grants are coming in, and they believe that with that is good motivation for them to impress.
Wait, hold on. International grants, I mean, that's normal. Elite athletes usually get that from IOC. That's normal. I mean, what's the federation doing? What's the sport ministry doing outside that? You don't rely on international grants because it's not only Nigeria. Most countries get it as long as you're an elite athlete and all that. There's a stage you get to, and of course, you get to have that, from IOC and all that. I know NOC will definitely have to champion the cause, which is good. But the big question is, they keep talking about budgets not being there. That's why preparations is slow. Right now, I was thinking this kind of press conference they had, we should have news of when are they going to open camp for athletes.
Well, fantastic.
But at the end of the day, you really don't have anything from this press conference.
And if they don't
do you know when they're starting camp?
No, Cecilia.
It's August 5th, right?
And I asked...
this is May 2nd.
I asked the president, I said, look, Cecilia is overwhelmed with what South Korea they're doing. They're displaying what they wear at the Olympics. The Americans, they're ready. Yeah. South Africa, they're ready. Now we're going to even have the unveiling. And you know what it comes down to,
usually that they do.
We didn't even do that.
London 2012 games and all that. We didn't see that. Cecilia. We saw other countries. Michelle Obama was the one who did that for USA and all that. We saw the one for Britain. Everywhere across the world. You're like, okay, Nigeria. I mean, Olympics is supposed to be like the biggest sporting event globally because everyone gets to participate. Even refugees. We talked about what Ban Ki-moon and of course Thomas Bach, what they were actually doing. When the flame was, received.
And our friend Al Hussein that also carried it,
That's it. So you're asking, okay, is Nigeria not part of the Olympics?
Well,
the press conference was called, and it's all about...
The president explained that Nigeria wasn't picked as one of the places where the flame would pass.
I understand that.
I understand that. But I wanted to
understand
what they are doing to make people feel the Olympics, that it is coming, that Nigeria will be part of it. You know the best friend for sports in Nigeria? Do you guys know? The best friend for sports is funding. That is it. That friend is always it is present in everything. It's funding.
That's supposed to be an irony.
Yeah. No. Go anywhere. Go anywhere. When we are ready, we can do it, but it's funding.
Okay.
They are looking for funding.
Yeah, I get the message.
Yeah, it goes. Since 2012, it was funding. Till now, it's funding. We understand what the economy is saying, but this is all about planning. This is 360 degrees. You need to think of ways you can.
Money for sport isn't. You don't have to wait for a budget to be passed before you know you have to prep for an Olympic year, because this is every 4 years.
Exactly.
It's something it's going to happen. Yep. So sometimes there's supposed to be a certain amount of money that should be with the sports ministry, for them to actually prosecute preparations. You know that the only money you'll be waiting for is when you now want to travel to Brazil, for the athletes. That's it. What are preparations, camping and all that? Nothing happening.
Yeah, we've talked about the sports ministry, the sports commission and all that. Then we need to talk about the individual federations as well too.
Fantastic.
Yes, there's some federations that we can see that have started to work. The Nigerian Basketball Federation, for example, we know training camp's supposed to start on July the 1st. We know they're playing the United States of America in a friendly, so there's some bodies that have started working, but the others as well too, they should have a good look at themselves. They can't afford to wait for the budget to be passed every time, before they carry on with their activities, because that's not how it works.
If you check Olympics preparations, it's different from when you're going for other competitions, because this is handled by NOC and the sports ministry.
That's right.
There's absolutely nothing you can do about that.
So what do you do when they've not passed the budget?
You talked about the fact that when I asked Jenny Umar about the ladies and all that, I said May 1st, and you said, what will the sport ministry say? If they don't say yes, and the money is not coming out, what will they do?
I don't think if a federation is good enough and they source for their own, finances, I don't think the ministry is going to tell them to go ahead with their campaign.
But most of them have been doing that. Most of them have been doing that.
So
we've seen it with table tennis, we've seen it with the Canoe Federation and all that.
That's the balance. You see, they're doing that, but you got to do more.